guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Envy and today we're watching episode 5 of Solo Leveling. I hope you're doing as well as you can be and taking care of yourselves as much as you can and ready for today's episode 5, right? But first, episode 4, right? So, episode 4 was where we started seeing the results of Jinwoo's training and all his points attribution, right? Or whatever points he's been putting into his strength, especially, mostly for now. I think it was at like a 32. He manages to beat the instance dungeon, and it's interesting, right? Because he starts off with the goblins, which are easy. He meets a wolf, which is a bit intimidating, but he manages to defeat that as well. And then he spends his time fighting the rest of the wolves, right? Beating all the lower level monsters to level up quickly. And by the end of it, like, they're nothing to him, right? And yeah, so we found out a bunch of stuff about the system again, right? There's a shop. Apparently he could not access the buying portion, but he could access the selling one, right? And which is useful because the instance dungeons, while they don't drop mana or essence stones, they do drop items, right? So he can sell those. Again, I don't know how in-game currency compares to, or what it means for like IRL currency, if he can actually extract or withdraw the gold coins, or if it's just for the system shop, right? And we also found out that he can only level up through combat. So interesting. Not from his dailies, right? He gets like 3 stat points from his dailies and the loot box and stuff, but that's pretty much it. He does not level up. So it's funny. He manages to level up to like level 15, right? In this dungeon after defeating all the lower level bosses, which is when he fights the dungeon boss, right? Which is the blue fanged Kasaka, blue venom fanged Kasaka, right? So we're also introduced to like the color of the opponent. I mean, we already knew that red was dangerous, right? But white is nothing, yellow is equal, and red is dangerous, right? So this one was an orange. So he manages to defeat it, right? After a long battle, and he gets like 2 items. He gets a dagger, a very pretty dagger, and a potion, right? After defeating the boss, thankfully he gets healed and he comes across a dungeon break, right? Where Jui, the B rank healer, is incidentally also present, right? And the thing is, we see that Jinwoo manages to very easily defeat a D rank boss, right? He was able to bring down the boss's defenses with like 1 hit. So from there, we can sort of get an idea of how strong he is right now, right? Because he started off as an E rank hunter, and he is at least very solidly D rank, maybe closing in on C rank. We're not entirely sure, but definitely D rank and above, right? So he himself does not seem to realize that, because he thought the other hunters had already weakened the opponent, which was not the case, right? Now we saw that Jui actually saw him. I wonder if she saw him throwing the sword at the opponent, right? At the monster. Not sure. And I wonder if they're going to interact in this episode. It would be nice, right? Because she did get inspired by him, so it would be nice if he finds out, right? Because she'd been giving up, but once she saw that he himself, Jinwoo, hasn't given up, she also decided to sort of try to get it together, but she is still very shaken up, understandably so, right? But anyway, yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the episode. Oh, Jinwoo. Oh my god, nurses! Are these the nurses? Is he still in the hospital? Oh, right, his muscles have come in. But how long has he been exercising? Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna miss his scruffy hamster look. Chadwu has appeared. I mean, how long has he been in the hospital though? Has it been like a week? Oh my god, is this allowed? Is this illegal? She's a nurse. Well, he is being discharged, so it should be okay. Test results. he needs to read.
はじめまして、ベクユンホです。
He's one of the S ranks, right? Yeah. 7 S rank hunters.
毎日の鍛錬は欠かせません。常に実践に近い環境に身を。私の場合、前職の消
Oh, he was a firefighter. Like firm man.
お兄ちゃん。
ジナおはよ
Did his voice also
う。
change?
たさ、車つけろよ。
ご飯昨日の残りが冷蔵庫に入ってるからお兄ちゃん体
She's like, what kind of steroids have you been on, bro?
背も高くなってない
Yeah, oh my god. I remember he used to look younger than her or like just as old as her.
背伸びるんだ
Bro,
じゃあ行ってくる
that's so funny.
おい、傘忘れてるぞ。
今日晴れてるし重いからいい
俺のどこが重いんだよ。
あもういいって
備えあれば憂いなし。
He basically raised her, right?
肉ついたの。ステータスの
Yeah. Oh, from his stats. So what do the dailies do?
だったりしてな。
Oh, well, he gets stat points.
アップのポイントがまだ余ってるの。
12 points.
どれに割り振る
Intelligence.
ダメージを上げるには筋力。
Oh, what would that be? Perception or agility?
速度越したことはないし、感覚もや
He can put 3 in everything except strength, right? Yes, you need it.
決めた。これでいっか。
He's going to regret. What is vitality? HP?
分かってます。家賃ですよね。
Oh, okay. So how are we earning money?
再覚醒かどうか。
I think it seems like it's better than a reawakening.
とはいえ、
Oh, it's like an app.
稼ぐにはランクの高いゲートに潜る必要があるけど、でもいいゲート。
Especially with one with his reputation, right?
最新作
What's that on the table?
ランクが上がればいい。
Oh,
そうなると目立つよな。
yeah.
レベルが上がってどんどん
Like with the whole system. Maybe there are others and they just didn't tell anyone.
出る杭は打たれるってよしな。
It gets hammered down.
確認する。
Confirm.
どうも。
Oh my god.
ファンドンソクです。
He really got taller, bro. I want the system.
知ってるめっちゃ有名な人じゃんあだ名が確か
Who are these rude ass people, bro?
今回は C 級ダンジョンで入場するには最8人。ハンソンさんは戦力外なので新の分配はできませんが、数合わせ代として現金100万お渡ししますね。 C 級が4人と B 級以下が2人か。
So can they not sense his mana or aura or whatever it is?
まさかヒーラーなしで行くんですか？うちはいつもヒーラーなしでやった。
Is that okay?
タンクとダメージディーラーだけの子。
Yeah.
それにヒーラーがいないってのが
It's really funny to me as someone who's playing where winds meet with the healer build. As soon as the healers die, the raid is over.
どうやら僕たちお仲間のようですね友人
Oh, I sort of remember this guy. I think he's really sweet, right?
急でこの装備。こいつさてはボンボンだ。
大丈夫僕が守って差し上げます重くないですか大丈夫ですか
He's fine. He put all his he put all his attribute points into strength.
に喋り続けてました僕今まで人の
Seems like the perfect friend for him. He's got like golden retriever energy.
ゲートめちゃくちゃでかいですけど大丈
Yeah, this is not a lot of people. Even that trait from episode 1 that went to hell had more people, right?
とは言ったけど。
It'll really suck though if they find like lots of good stuff inside, but he doesn't get anything.
夫ジヌさん行きますよ
He's ready to be his knight in shining armor.
なんだここは。モンスターもいないし。
Oh, maybe they won't find anything.
カルテの神殿。
Oh god.
魔法石ダンジョンから採掘できる魔法石洞窟の中を照らしてくれる夜光石
Can you also mine glowstones?
モンスターのいないダンジョンもあるんですか
Maybe they're like moles.
まだ姿を現して。
I'm imagining like diglets.
暗闇の中で群れをなして行動し。
Attracted to light.
昆虫タイプのモンスターです
Oh, ew.
ドンソクさん何か見えません
Oh my god. Ew, what kind of insects is it? Oh.
ついてくる
I'm shivering already. I have goosebumps. Oh. Ew. Is that aggro? Taunt skill, yes. I'm assuming that's one of the C ranks, right?
けど長い間このメンバ
We're
ーでやって
working together without a healer all this time?
力を補ってる感じだな
He wants validation so bad. Wow.
おかしい
Something feels off. Oh, these are like none of them are the boss.
これ見てください
What?
水
剣の切り傷じゃないな。
ですよね
Oh, this is from his kick, right?
モンスター同士でな
Oh, or not?
ということはこいつらよりも
Mm.
するほどの大物。
僕がモンスターをやっつける姿を
He just wants praise.
その剣と盾結構しただろえあはい
It's his first. Oh my god, baby's first raid.
命できないが気をつけた方がいい
What the heck?
トレーニングしてるんだ。
Oh, it's this guy. He was there in the first episode raid. On the ant isle, I mean,
進撃で
Jeju?
おい、誰か掃除を頼む。
If that guy wears his pants any lower, he's gonna be flashing everyone.
だなでも
What if they steal this guy's armor
せずに報酬がもらえるの
without having to fight? Yeah, but isn't it kinda shady?
ない話
Yeah,
いや
right?
歴戦のパーティ
Without a healer.
ー影かよ
Oh, so there's a stronger boss. But like not their boss because why would it attack its own minions? Is it like a wolf?
この先がボス。
Oh, it's webs. It's a spider. Is it a spider? No, wait. That's the ants. Wait. So what the spiders are not ants?
マナ鉱石じゃない
Whoa. Oh my god, that's a lot.
この量は
Billions?
10億あるぞ
And Jinwoo won't get any of it?
弟さんの話を気安くすんじゃねえよ
いつもお前が
You don't always get to be right.
いつまでも弟にペコペコしてる兄貴だと思うなよ。
7等分すれば
Damn.
1億以上
Did he also sign a contract? So they won't, if he also did?
サイン
Oh,
した
can I
契
see
約
the contract?
僕法律に詳しくて
Oh, he's the brains. Jinwoo needs that since he didn't put anything in his intelligence stat.
戦利品の分配についてしか書かれてません出土品で戦利品じゃ
Oh my god.
7等分じゃなくて8等分する
Is he gonna punch him in the face?
もちろんです。公平に分けましょう。
He's gonna kill them.
ダンジョンボス
ご存知でしょうが、ボスを倒すとゲート
But don't they like tell other people
幸いなことに
who
眠って
they're
ます。
joining? But then they can just say it's an accident. Or it was an accident.
ちゃんと持ち歩けっていつも
Jinwoo has some stuff, right? Well, don't that?
言ってここを見張っててもらえませんか。
僕とジヌさんだけですか
大丈夫ですよ。腹がいっぱいなのかよく眠
Are they gonna like wake it up?
ってしな俺を信じてください。
Oh my god, so they really definitely can't trust him.
ついでに一服してきます。
He has good instincts.
C 級ダンジョンを攻略するのに8人普段から数合わせに使ってる人間がいるんじゃないのか
They kill.
牛飯ボスの部屋の入り口を塞いでしまえ。
They're all evil. All 6 of them.
井口がなんで
Is the boss gonna wake up?
ろくでもないやつが
Oh my god.
危険な仕事だから事故なんて日常茶飯事だ県に知れ渡ることがな
But
い
if there's a pattern.
これっぽっちのマナ鉱石のために僕役所とか余計なことを言わ
Would
な
they
かっ
have still targeted them?
た
That's.
下手に動けばすぐさま俺たちを殺す勢いだったよ
Oh, it's waking up. But this is a nice chance to break in the new dagger.
A 級ボスだ
A C rank boss. No, but he's definitely D rank plus.
が違う
Right? What's the color of the title?
違う
Oh.
ジンホ動かないあいつは俺がやる今なんて
Yeah. It has the special effects as well.
倒すよ
Oh, is the episode ending here? We still have some time, right? No, we don't. I wish we saw the name of the spider. Okay, so firstly, interesting episode, right? We see starting off right away, we see that Jinwoo has now become a great example of the phrase body is tea, right? He's got all the muscles, all the nurses. I didn't realize he was still in the hospital. How long has he been there? Like a week or two, right? So they were all literally gossiping about him and stuff. It was really funny. Also because it's he gets asked out and he's completely oblivious, right? Because this nurse asks him for his number and he's like, oh, yeah, it's because to send my test results, surely. But he's better than me because if I had those abs, I would be a menace to society. It's also funny because his sister notices it. It's and he's also gotten really tall. Like, bro, he got tall as well. This is so unfair. But anyway, she's like, what the heck? But then she's like, well, I guess guys just keep growing when they're adults too, right? Great way to brush it off, brush it under the rug, right? It's really also because, I mean, we got glimpses of it, but I think, like, I guess Jinwoo is also basically a single parent, right? I wonder. I'm not sure exactly how old um his sister was when, it's been 10 years since I think the dad disappeared, but I'm not sure how, I can't remember how long it's been for their mom. I feel like it was 4 years. I'm not, maybe, but it's been a few years, and his sister's still in school, so she was probably really young. So I feel like he's really done his best to raise her. He's basically a single parent. Man, he probably had to grow up really fast, huh? Especially in not just being a single parent, but also being a hunter and like a really weak hunter. So my question is, how long has it been since he's been exercising, right? Because even the nurse was like he won't get those muscles this quickly. But let's not think too deeply about it. Again, so we're introduced to another S rank hunter, Bake, right? He's one of the 7 S rank hunters. So I guess they have 7 in total. And he used to be a firefighter, which reminded me of Man from To Be Hero X. And he seems nice. They were having a whole celebrity interview moment, and where he was talking about his daily life and training and stuff. So there was a bit of a focus on him this episode. I'm not sure why, because there was the interview and then we saw him again at like his gym or something, like HQ. He's a guild master as well, right? And we saw him training. I wonder why. And oh, one small interesting thing was, there's a whole app to show raids, right? Like the raids in the city and stuff. So I wondered, like, do you have to register online, or do you like just see the post and you just show up there, right? Because if you're registering online, then you leave like evidence, right, that you've joined this guild. So if there are, I mean, this team, raid team, right? So there has to be like a trail. So if any of the groups are misbehaving, like the one misbehaving, like killing off people, like in this episode, then there would be a pattern, right? Like this particular team with 6 members, right? If I remember correctly, it's 4 C ranks and 2 sub D ranks, I guess, D plus, right? Also, that was also a question. Like Jinwoo could sense their auras very clearly to sort of measure their ranks, right? But can others do the same to him? Because he's very clearly not an E rank anymore. But yeah, he showed up. There was a whole contract where it said that he would not be getting any of the spoils, right? Since he won't be fighting, but they would pay him like a fixed fee to join. Which was interesting, right? It didn't really occur to me that it's shady until we started noticing that the guys are kind of shady, especially the leader, right? Well, no leader compares to my goat Song Shiul, but anyway. They don't have healers. Now, I wonder why they don't have healers. Is it because healers like inherently would never do something like this? Are they like by nature usually, not murderers? But maybe like I do feel like healers. Well, we've seen Jui, right? And we saw that one healer in the beginning. But you would think that, right, that healers would not exactly be inclined to murder people. But I don't think they'd like have to take oaths or anything like doctors do. But anyway, we're introduced to another character, Eugeno, right? Who shows up and in very, very, very shiny and expensive looking armor. And so keywords for Eugeno, right? Shiny, expensive armor, rich kid, and golden retriever energy, right? That's what he gave off. I feel like he would be a great friend to Jinwoo because Jinwoo has like that black cat energy. And well, he's starting to have black cat energy, right? He's going from like hamster to black cat. So, it would pair in a really funny and cute way with Eugeno's golden retriever. And another stone. So we have mana stones, essence stones, and now we have glow stones that are like, I guess, natural light sources in caves, right? But there were none of those, right? The cave, when they entered the dungeon, it was empty. I keep calling it dungeon. The gate. The gate was empty. Right. So again, we see examples of like Jinwoo's excellent instincts, right? Which he's always had even before this whole system thing. So, and he's also got like a lot of knowledge on the monsters inside these gates, right? So he was immediately able to figure out that something was off. Well, I mean, they all saw that, but he was immediately able to figure out that the the monsters are around, and he was able to figure out that they're insect type monsters. Ew, right? Gross. Very gross. So he does save their asses, and you would think that they would be a little grateful, right? That he saved them. But no. So the leader, Dongsuk, right? So he's a tank. He's got a taunt skill, right? Which apparently is uncommon enough to make him a C rank. And there's a mage who I'm assuming is also C rank because he seemed really strong. So the thing is, now, they beat all the ants, but they start noticing that a bunch of the ants, they have different looking energies, right? I mean, injuries that have clearly not come from this weapons or magic or anything, right? So they figure out there's a boss and everything. They go looking for it. And that's, I think, when we start to see that something really is not right, because Dongsuk, the camera focuses on him in a certain way and he looks really shady. And Jinwoo starts noticing, right? I mean, he already thought that something was off even when he signed the contract. But now he starts really thinking about it. And so Jinwoo is not vibing with those vibes. So they keep advancing, and then they come across the boss room, which is filled with mana stones. Beautiful, all the walls are covered with mana stones. And that's when the greed of the other teammates, it rears its head, right? So Yujino immediately acts, right? He seems like a good guy because he asked for Jinwoo's contract, and he's good with law stuff. So I guess, like, he's the brains, right? So he immediately tries to negotiate for Jinwoo, and he's like, he's not entitled to essence stones, but there's nothing about mana stones that are excavated. And immediately you see the way Dongsuk, like, very clearly, it's like a very fake smile and reaction, like, yeah, of course, I understand. He does not understand. Oh my god, he really does not seem very keen on sharing. So Jinwoo is like, Jinwoo is entitled to a cut. And that's when they're like, oh no, we didn't get our mining equipment. I guess we have to go get it, right? And they're like, oh yeah, you guys stay here with the boss who's sleeping, like, right there, right? It happens to be, I think, a giant spider. So they literally start walking away, and then, oh my god, then the evil expressions really show themselves, because the leader is like, seal off the room. Right. So I guess what is the plan? Well, the plan was to wake up the boss. So I guess they want the boss to kill these two off, and then they come back in. But if the entrance is sealed, then how will they come back in? Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe they can just, like, destroy the rubble or something. So at first, Jinwoo is really apprehensive about the boss that is waking up. But then he's like, again, he has a flashback to the statue. And he's like, once you've faced the statue, you really, like, everything else is just like small fries. So he's ready to fight the boss. I wonder if this boss is going to give any special drops, right? It has webs. So maybe something like to make silk armor with. Right? That would be nice. Like a fancy robe. Probably not. What else do spiders? Well, I guess something to do with like venom or something, right? Yeah, possibly. We already had that with the snake though. Yeah, now my question is this raid team, right? These guys. So they're like a fixed team of 6 people who, and they always hire like 1 or 2 more people, right? As extras. So do they kill like everyone every single time? Because you think someone would notice that 2 people are dying every single time in every raid. Maybe it's not every raid because again, Gino wonders if they maybe wouldn't have done this if he hadn't brought up the contract. But Jinwoo is like, nah, they would have found a reason. Like any, they were just waiting for one slip up. But I also wondered, maybe they won't have, but like that's not really the point, right? Regardless of whether or not they won't have, it's not right for Jinwoo to not get a cut. And Jinwoo was right to do what he did, right to bring it up, right? It's just that how could they have known that these people are just like serial killers? But yeah, again, Jin, and we also keep seeing that Jino is like ready to jump in front of Jinwoo, even though this is his first raid. Like his dad bought him the armor, it's his baby's first raid, but he's still ready to like protect Jinwoo and just jump in front of him, and he's like, don't worry, I got this, I'll protect you. He's really sweet, right? So yeah, Jinwoo is ready to square off with the spider boss. But how are they gonna get out of this, right? Because even if he manages to beat the boss, once they come back, what's gonna happen then? Because those are like 4C ranks and 2D ranks. And we know Jinwoo is like D plus, but like can he can't take on so many opponents, right? Who are possibly around the same power level or rank. Unless he levels up a lot after fighting the spider boss. Or he gets some special drop that can help him against they're battling them. Right? Or maybe that's why we saw Baekhyuno this episode like twice. There was a bit of a focus on him. Maybe he'll arrive to save them. Yeah, even Jinwoo was considering getting like reappraised, right, for a reawakening. But then he's like, it's gonna drop too much attention to me. But then again, also, right, if he's gonna keep getting stronger, then it's like he gets reappraised as a D rank, and then 1 month later, he's a C rank or a B rank, right? So maybe not right now. Yeah. I do want to know more about the system shop. Yes, I'm very curious about that. I want to know what he can buy. I want to know more about the in-game currency. And is there like a map? What all is there in the system? Well, I guess we're only on episode 5, so we will find out. But yes, oof. I mean, I know he'll make it out of they'll be fine in the boss battle, right? I have some confidence there, but I am very apprehensive about the hunters for who are gonna come back, right? And how long are they gonna wait for the dungeon to, I mean, for them to die? How will they know that they're dead? And like the dungeon starts closing, right? When you defeat the boss. So what if they defeat the boss and the dungeon starts closing? And what about the mana stones? Well, I guess we find out, right? I mean, a lot of questions, but we'll probably get most of the answers next episode. So yes, take care of yourselves, you guys. Stay safe. I'm gonna see you next on Tuesday for To Be Hero X episode 6. So yes, until then, have a lovely rest of your week, and thank you for watching.